Dun, 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 dun. What's up, folks? It's your boy MMG Smurf here, coming to you pre-recorded, and today we're going to be talking about Grinch Bucks, specifically the first 24-hour returns on Grinch Bucks, as well as a general review. We're going to be looking at the white paper and reviewing Grinch Bucks today. So if you have yet to check out the white paper, or if you're just wondering how our journey is going with Grinch Bucks, which is a new ROI Dapp, it's a clone of the baked beans ROI Dapp, which has been so successful in the crypto DeFi space, DeFi space, as I say more accurately, in the last few months or so. Then stick around, because baked beans has been around for 6 months thus far, and I think the Grinch Bucks might be around that much longer. Without any further ado, let's head on over to my Lappy Tappy. Bum bum. And here we can see our Money Match Gaming account. So I got 2 accounts working on this. We're going to check out both of those accounts as far as the numbers and where the expected returns are to be on these 2 accounts. Okay, and so we can see the APR on the far right side of the screen here is 2,920% APR. So that counts to 8% daily return on investment. The dev fee for this application is a 3% dev fee. Oh, it's right there as well. 3% dev fee, 8% daily. And so we got this initial starting deposit. I did use some of our funds sitting over here in the Money Match Gaming account, but I mostly use my own funds to fund this account by utilizing the referral method. So I have another account that I made a larger deposit in, and it gave 12% of that to this account. And so funded 2 accounts, and we're going to be using both of those and trying out 2 different strategies to see which one prevails in the long run. Also, yesterday, within the first hour or so, we noticed that Grinch Bucks had accumulated somewhere around $1.2, $1.3 million in the first hour. And you can see we're up $600,000. Since then, 4,617 BNB total in the contract at this point. And so I imagine as more and more marketing goes out about it, as people see that it's, it's a docs dev basically, or community, known developer, it's gonna be that much more faith in this one versus a lot of the other clones coming out that do not have that going for them. So a lot of that allocation, the capital might start flowing from those other ones into this. And of course, we do have the animal farm opening up this week, and so as people start to earn some gains from the animal farm, they might start to allocate some of them to this. That's just speculation, but we're going. All right, so next point in this thing, we can see we have 9.95 earned. This is from $109 because we put $7 of our own dollars in. We had about $100 earned from the 12% or so. And so $109 or so is what we started with. I'm going to compound this, and we are going to go with the 6-to-1 compound ratio, which is known for these dApps. To see the most success for the individual user, as well as for the longevity of the application. So with this account specifically, this smaller account, we are going to do that 6-to-1 ratio, especially since it's Money Match Gaming one specific that we use for all of our prize funding and whatnot. So we're going to do 6 days out of the week, we're going to compound heavy, and then 1 day out of the week, we're going to claim and take that BNB into our wallet and use it as gas fees or investing in other projects. Again, Animal Farm will be opening up soon, so that'll be nice. And then the other account, I'm going to compound. I'm going to compound heavy in the other account. Actually, we're going to compound every day for the next 1 month and 7 days. And that should give us quite a bit of ROI on our investment. It should be similar to the same on both accounts, but we'll go through those numbers in just a second. So first, I wanted to stop by the white paper. And if you want to get to the white paper here, that's the Telegram group at the top, but you can just push right here. That's the smart contract itself on BSC scan, and right next to it, FAQ PDF, is the white paper. And so let's read through some of this white paper information. What are the price of hams? For those that are not familiar with hams might be, you can see these are green eggs, not just eggs, green eggs, but your hams is kind of like what you purchase. So green eggs is the BNB as it's going up, and then you can sell or buy your eggs and you get the hams, I guess. So here we go. Hams do not have a so what is the price of hams? Hams do not have a set price. Higher TVL, more hams, BNB, more hams per BNB. So the higher the TVL, the higher, so if it went from 1.2 million to 1.9 million, then there are more hams per BNB. And lower TVL equals less hams. So it's higher, you get more hams, and less you get, or lower TVL, you get less hams. This creates level playing field, so no user can be late. There is no calculator available to work this out. And they're saying no calculator available because it'll fluctuate, basically. So you can try and work it out, but that number is going to fluctuate. And that just levels the playing field for folks. So what will my daily percentage be? Daily percentage is up to 8%. This depends on your eating habits, time of the day you compound or deposit, plus TVL fluctuation. The average is 5 to 6% if you compound 6 and eat 1 day out of the week. So if you do that, your average should be around 5 to 6%. And part of that reason is because, again, like we'll get to it in just a second as we keep reading through these facts, but it'll lower on one of those days. You'll go from that 8% to a little bit lower. And so that's probably how they get that average in there. Why are my rewards not growing? Eating habits affect your rewards. You eat too much daily percentage, your daily percentage drops. So if you eat too much, your daily percentage will drop. If you only started with a small deposit, it will take time to display on the Dapp, and so that's just letting you know these little numbers here, and we just compounded, so this is a good example. But if you started with a much smaller number, like maybe the limit is about $4 right now, it's 0.01 BNB is the minimum that you can deposit in this thing. And so if you did that, it might take that much longer for you to earn that two cents back, and so you might not see the numbers on the screen for a while, and that's what they're referring to right there. TVD daily increases cause lower daily percentage. Cool. Whoa, what happens if I always eat? If you always eat, your daily percentage will drop dramatically and will not receive the highest daily returns. This is the anti-whale mechanism that helps so the TVL is not drained. And at the bottom of this white paper, there's actually a little something that explains that a little bit better. Is compounding more often better 2 or 3 times a day? Yes, in short. You will need to pay standard BSC gas fees for every compound. So they don't really have much to say about that other than, yes, it is better to compound more often. What are hams? Hams are the miners that are hired with BNB and work to get your rewards. This is just a term we decided to use. Crypto OGs will know hams as BNB. So Grinch Bucks, the facts, and this is just like another page of it. Grinch miner is locked rewards pool, so no, you will not get your initial back. However, over time, you will get those rewards back from the Dapp. Can I get my initial? And the question was, can I get my initial deposit back? I put $100 in. I want my $100 back. A few hours later, or 2 days later. No, you're gonna get a small percentage of that back every day until you get your full back. So, assuming that the platform continues, again, it's high risk. How come my referrals aren't showing up? Where are they? Your referrals show up in the My Rewards section of the Miner Dapp. Referrals are 12% of the 3% Defi. 1 BNB deposit equals 0.0036 BNB. Also, with that saying that, given the number allocation of BNB there, that's a good thing to remember because even though it displays a money amount right here, that's going to fluctuate. The dollar amount assigned to this is going to fluctuate because it's truly based on BNB. It's not based on the United States dollars. It's based on BNB. So if BNB goes up in price, you're going to be earning that much more. If BNB goes down, you're going to be earning that much less. So you really want to think about it in terms of BNB, though. Dollar amounts make it easier for folks to understand. What are the fees? There's a 3% Defi taken upon all deposits and withdrawal. Standard BSC network fees required for every transaction, made deposits, withdrawals, and compound. Common issues when compounding is no gas fees. Do hams decrease when you eat? No, the hams amount will not change. If you make a new deposit or a rebate, the amount will increase, but not when you eat. Take rewards. The hams are less efficient over time if you eat too much. So again, eating is just claiming. Claiming is eating. Is this sustainable? Yes, as long as there's TVL in the contract, then there will always be rewards. The hungry people who eat too much get punished and get lower and lower rewards. Now, this is back to the top when I was talking about, and they mentioned an anti-whale mechanism. This is referring to that. It would last a long time the higher the TVL is. So also saying that people need to be compounding or entering new capital for it to last forever. But yeah, there's also that anti-mechanism so that even if people were to be like come in day one and start claiming and they don't want to do nothing but claim, they're just going to get less and less. They're basically going to end up putting themselves in the contract longer before they get ROI by eating so much or claiming so much. What is the best strategy? We recommend to try the tried and tested method as it is written in the smart contract. Compound 6 days and eat 1 day of the week. It will compound your investment and receive your initial back in 6 to 8 weeks, a little over a month, about halfway through the next month. You'll get your initial investment back, and you'll be claiming 1 day out of the week. So you get 4 claims total a month, basically, and you'll have everything back. You'll have everything back basically in 6 claims out of that 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks. So what prevents the devs from rugging? The contract is immutable, therefore cannot be changed, altered in any way, shape, or form. It is audited and verified. You can view the results in VSC scan, and the audit is found on the website. And so again, other than those things like, oh, well, maybe the dev still did something. Well, the dev is, a crypto OG and the DeFi DGen community, as well as the Bartertown conglomerate community and the Drip community as a whole. So they are well known. And that's not to say that they can't still be malicious, but it's a lot less likely than somebody that nobody has ever heard of, because they would have to turn tail and like basically run and hide and shame if they did something like that in this case. And I don't think they want to do it. I think they just, they're out here same as the rest of us degens. All right. Is it too late to invest? No, the contract is written to provide an optimal entry for any and all users, new or old. This is the reason the hams per BNB amount changes frequently with the TVL fluctuation to provide an even playing field for any new users coming to Grinch Bucks and not giving the first user a head start. Contract functions should be added. No, the contract functions cannot be added to it, so you can't be adjusting the smart contracts. Again, it is immutable. And a little bit more information on that anti-whale mechanism. The contract has an inbuilt anti-whale mechanism. This works as follows. User 1 compounds 6-to-1 ratio, gets high daily percentage and 24-hour period. User 2 does a 5-2 interval of compounding and claiming and gets a slightly lower percentage. User 3 does a 4-to-3 and they get that much lower of a percentage. Again, this happens all the way into the user who eats continuously. Its reward is dropped to 0.5% per 24-hour period. This will prevent that user from draining the TVL, creating sustainability. So that's the goal there. What is the minimum deposit? The minimum deposit, we mentioned that earlier, is 0.01 BNB. All right, and so now that we've covered all that information and knows what, we're gonna go over to this other screen I have here, this Twitter. And again, this is our initial allocation to our small account, $109 with an 8% daily, and so this might to fluctuate that, push that down a little bit. But if, let's say we was staying at the 8% daily, and then our time period is 1 month and 7 days, and we're gonna push calculate, and that's telling us that within 1 month and 7 days. We should be expecting a total of deposit or initial or principal, I guess I should say investment amount of $1,879. Now, again, that is dependent on the price of BNB, so it might be that much better to do with BNB calculations if I was actually going to do this more accurately. But let's say we're doing dollar figures and the price of BNB does not move, so it's totally speculative. But it'd be $1,879 within that amount of time, which means that every day we were to claim at that point. And again, our initial is 109, but every day that we would claim after 1 month and 7 days would be $150 into our pocket, which would be more than our initial deposit every single day that we claim. So if we were claiming 4 days out of the month at that point, again, once every 6 days, it means we're making $601 a month from a 1 day claim a week. Which is pretty dang good to me. Now, let's take into consideration our other account, which is slightly bigger, 800. It is 820. It chose a random amount due to what I had in my personal stuff. All right, anyways, at the same interval of 1 month and 7 days, and that 8%, we're going to keep it at that for how much we'd be earning daily. It says we earn $14,141 in that amount of time, which means that 14,141 times 8% equals $1,131 per day. And so I'm going to compound this one as much as possible, actually, this account, and we're going to see if we can't beat that number, hopefully, regardless of the price of BNB. But then we can start making $1,131 withdrawals every time we withdraw. And that would be, again, much more than our initial deposit. So that's what we're going to go for with that one. Just to prove that we're doing that, we have $79 right here that we can compound. We're going to push the compound button. Actually, I have to do this one on screen because it's going to take a little longer. I'm going to cancel it. But we will be compounding this one consistently. It's funny. I was just watching Stunner Breeze this morning. He was like, something will be like, oh, there was an issue. I'm not going to compound it on screen. You know what? Yeah, that just is what it is. All right. But that does wrap up today's segment. Hopefully you learned something about the Grinch Bucks. And be interested in following along with the series. Like, comment, subscribe. Our earnings do go to supporting esports, blockchain, and AAA based. We do a lot of online events, community building, and we have a P2E Discord. If you're interested in that, hit the about section of all of our social media platforms and check out our links. Again, like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Your boy Smurf out.